Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live from Thomas Jefferson High School Stadium in Alexandria, Virginia. This is Super Soccer League Thursday night action, brought to you here live on DMV Sports Media YouTube. This is a crucial matchup here in terms of playoff positioning, playoff qualification. It is Alexandria United taking on Doradus, two sides who also play UPSL ball, but because they are in different conferences, will not be matched up. But we have them here for you on DMV Sports Media and, of course, here in the Super Soccer League. Let us know where you're watching from. Are you a Doradus fan, an Alexandria United fan, or just tuning in? Regardless, we welcome you, and we're so glad to have you with us. And we're glad we have much better weather. Last night, for those who tuned in, thanks for joining us. It was an interesting experience, but we were able to bring the broadcast to you in your own living quarters tonight. A much better experience, a beautiful night, and one we're very much looking forward to. Two sides in form. Doradus coming off a tough result against Virginia Dream last Wednesday, but they're looking to get back to their winning ways here in Super League. Alexandria United, they had a rough performance as well, coming off a match against LAIFC where they were defeated 4-3. They will look to get back to their winning ways. With the result, they fared much better in UPSL action, defeating North Stars with a resounding 5-0 performance here on Saturday night. Alexandria United. Doradus, they fell hard to Lynchburg at home, but Lynchburg is a team very much in form in the UPSL. Will look to get back to their winning ways here at Thomas Jefferson. Competent referee crew will guide us through today. Welcome and make yourself known. Get your predictions in. Let us know where you're watching from. And, of course, players to watch out for and which team you're supporting. Welcome, Peter. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Ready for this one. And just like that, we are ready to get underway. Alexandria United will play left to right, wearing their red tops, black bottoms. Doradus will play right to left, wearing their all-black kits. Is that sound coming from there? I like it. It sounds good, actually, out here. This is going to be Doradus kicking us off. Playing right to left. Again, they will wear their all-black kits. In goal for Doradus. We'll come back to that in a moment. This one's sent along the back line and on the ground. The pressure immediately coming from United. Signs sends it back for Pesmino. Good turn upfield from Pesmino, who gets it off his feet. Still moving our Doradus, but that's an errant pass. Sent over the top. Ooh, an early decision for our center official. And really fortunate for Doradus. No penalty kick is called, but a really nervy moment. Amir Grubb will start for Doradus. Grubb fortunate there to not go in the book and have to face one from the spot. In front of Amir Grubb, we'll have Andrew Turan, Quincy Marshall, Jim Higinosa, Brendan Luna, Adam Bembark. And others. This is an early corner kick for United. An opportunity to send one into a dangerous area. Looks like number 7 will take the responsibilities. Leo Correas, set piece specialist for United. Correas delivers one to the back post. No takers there, but United will claim the second ball. It's kept alive. Trickles out. Menko lobbying for a throw, but looks like it's given for the benefit of Doradus. No, Menko will have his throw. Sends one back in order to go forward. Here is Lobo. Pushed off the ball. Doradus looking to get forward. It's a good physical game in there. Sprayed outside. Doradus will mount their first attack of the day. It's sent through, far too vertical. Trickles all the way back to the safe hands of Anthony Vaca. Will start in the net for United. That one goes trickling wide. Medrano just behind it. Medrano will contest for the second ball and sends this one out. Navy blue bottoms to be correct. Good eye, Brian. Very good eye. I stand corrected. Red tops, navy blue bottoms for Alexandria United. All black with red trim for Doradus. Here comes the pressure for United. It's sent into the corner, and the offside flag does come. That's Adam Nabet. Started that pressure, found himself in behind the line, but the offside flag inevitable there. Grubb will take the kick for Doradus. He'll send his teammates forward. Launches one across the midfield. It was going to be given as a foul, and possibly a player a little bit more shaken up. It's Medrano, who's still down. And a moment to be dealt with, to be sure. Williams Lopez is the guilty party. And here we are. Sent over to the far side. It's Lobo hugging the far touchline as a man. We'll keep it going down the line, but no dice on that attack. This one's contested. And will go out for the benefit of United, right around midfield. Vaca will switch all the way over to Medrano. Skipping one man. Medrano immediately under pressure. But Alexandria United working hard to win the ball back. This one sent back inside. Nabet trying to apply pressure, but Grubb sends this one off his feet. Now Owusu. Sending one back for Brown. Philip Brown will reset it for Vaca. Great pressure again from Doradus. What can they find? It's still in the mix. Not a clean sequence of play. And finally, this one will trickle all the way into the waiting feet of Anthony Vaca. We'll start this attack from the back. Freddie Hernandez gets the start today for United in that back line. And that piece of clearance doesn't go very far. United right back under pressure. Quincy Marshall will knock it along his back line over to Terán. Now Marshall looking for options in the midfield. It's immediately contested by Owusu. Now Pesmino sends it out wide. Plenty of time and space for Doradus to work into as United file back into position. Now Marshall again scanning the field. Has a man. Here comes Milton Juarez. Juarez threading the needle. Could be a moment, but trickles harmlessly back into the waiting arms of Anthony Vaca. Vaca will find Hernandez. And of course, United always looking to play from the back. Philip Brown, wearing the captain's armband today, will continue to find his goalkeeper. Now sprayed into the midfield. Doradus are first to it. Lobo did well to insert himself and win the second ball. Now Brown back to Vaca. Has Hernandez. What can United find? They're perfectly capable and willing to go back in order to go forward, but Brown sees something he likes. This one could be a moment that could undo this Doradus back line. Amir Grubbs smartly came out and intervened with the head. This ball was not going to make it back into his 18. Hernandez sends it back all the way to Vaca. And plenty of time for United to reset and reconsider how to get forward. Brown sending it over to Hernandez. A lot of space between this back line and the midfield. They're trying to use that space to have players to check in, but instead they send it over to the far side. It's going to be a throw for the benefit of United. Lobo. Looking down the line. Not able to get off his feet quick enough. Doradus back on the ball. Juarez will send it over and in behind. There's a good advantage being played. There could have been a foul behind the ball, but instead we continue for the advantage. United deemed to be in an offside position. The guilty party is number 11, Diego Diaz. And onwards we play. Doradus will send it on the ground. It's Turan finding his fullback, now sent down the far touchline. Well flicked on by Khalil, but Brown was there to intervene. Vaca sends it right back. Plenty of time for this United side to build into creating something. There's Vaca drawing in the pressure, finding Hernandez, and opening up the space. Now it's Boateng sending it outside. Here's Medrano. A hard tackle there. Quincy Marshall was certainly second to that one. Been a few physical challenges from this Doradus side. It's only a matter of time before they pick up their first caution. Ball was moving. Hernandez will have another try to put this one in. And third time's the charm, as they say. Hernandez will finally send it back to Medrano. Now on the ground. Sent forward again, but well sniffed out by Turan. Doradus can only clear it to their own touchline. It's going to be a throw for United. Medrano will send it in. Here's Juarez walking down the line, continuing through the contact. Leo Signs getting tangled up. Now it's sent back all the way to Owusu. No clear possession. Both sides winning it back as quickly as they lose it. Here's Owusu finding Nabet. Nabet coming from an offside position. And it will be a set piece for Doradus here on the near side. Onwards we play. The pressure is coming. Adam Nabet trying to force a mistake, but Doradus have done well to maintain their composure. Lopez slaloming the field, couldn't find any final pass. And now it's back at the feet of Nabet and Alexandria United. Vaca will settle down the pace. Wants to feel out this Doradus side and find what might be available. It looks like Alexandria United trying to open up space for their midfielders to charge into, and then maybe, just maybe, the second ball couldn't go to the likes of Adam Nabet or Diaz up top. Instead, the fullback, Medrano, will travel down the line. It's Correas. Sees something he likes, will flick it up in the air in the direction of Lobo, but no connection to be found between those two. Here comes the throw on the far side, sent to Juarez and flicked on. Owusu on the second ball. And now will be a throw for Doradus on the far side. Back to Turan. Well, as Juarez scanning the field, earning himself some space, and finally sending it over to Quincy Marshall. Good turn down the line. Here comes Williams Lopez. He's a player who can make things happen. Does enough to get a foot in on that ball. United happy to pick up the second ball. Here's Medrano sending it forward for Diaz. Diaz continuing through the contact. Now back to Hernandez. Lobo will help out his colleague there. Now sends it down the line. Good challenge initially from Doradus. Lobo still working, but running out of real estate. It seems the last touch did come off a Doradus man, and Lobo will take the throw. Good hold-up play from Diaz. Lobo not making his finest decision. Second ball falls harmlessly back to Brown. Vaca will reset. Sends it over to Medrano, who smartly plays it first time. Lovely flick on from Max Medrano. Here comes Adam Nabet, has help inside, but does not make the decision in time. Doradus now looking forward. Good tackle there from Leo Sainz. And finally, it's back to the back line of Alexandria United. Here's Brown. Finding Correas. Brown will keep this one moving, but not finding any takers. Leonel Sanchez is first to it. Diaz keeps it alive. Here's Correas hugging the far touchline and walking the tightrope. Manco with a clever little back heel has Lobo. Lobo getting it off his feet. Here's Diaz taking the shot and the golazo. It's Diaz capitalizing on a fantastic drive from Alexandria United. It was bang-bang passing, clever little back heel engineered by Manco. Lobo did well to keep his balance, sent it in, and Diaz did the rest. 1-0 is the score here in the 17th minute. Alexandria United getting the start that they so much were in search of tonight, and 1-0 is the score. Let's take a look at this instant replay. Lovely build-up and capitalized on clinical finishing. Diaz opened up his body, opened up those hips, and wrapped his foot around it, giving the goalkeeper, Amir Grubb, no chance. 1-0 is the score for those just joining us. Alexandria United continuing the momentum will try to apply a little pressure and force Doradus into another mistake right after they've conceded. This one trickles out for the benefit of Doradus on the far touchline. This one sent forward. Good little clever touch from Milton Juarez, but couldn't see himself in. United hitting hard on the counterattack. Here's Lobo resetting it back to Brown, and Alexandria United have found their comfort zone. They're hitting their stride well. They seem to know now when and how to get forward. And now they have the go-ahead goal. They don't need to force things. It's a good ball over the top. Here's Nabet trying to take the defender out of the play. Well defended there. Nabet running himself out of options. Goal kick to come. That was Brendan Luna, who was able to marshal that one over the touchline. Grubb will send it in. It's Turan now over to the far side. Correas is there. We'll get a touch on this one at the expense of a throw for the opposition. There's Milton Juarez. Bouncing off tackles, finally goes down, will get the foul. Pezmino sees something he likes, will send it down the pitch. Lopez in the area, Medrano did enough. Second ball falls kindly, Luna looking to get in. Has Williams, Lopez, lovely turn there from Lopez. Even better tackle from Medrano. This is a good matchup on this near side. This one heavily contested by Leo Sainz, but Alexandria United will win that battle. Here's Diaz. Tremendous hold-up play, but maybe not the best decision-making. Needed to release that one sooner. There's Hernandez sending it over to Brown. Now Lobo. Lobo cuts inside. Certainly a simple foul going against Khalil Kloof. And it will be a set piece for United. Here in the 20th minute, Alexandria United have the lead. It was a Diaz goal that took them ahead. But Doradus looking to get forward off of a United mistake here at the back. They have bodies. Milton Juarez able to find Williams Lopez, but Lopez turned himself right into danger. And United able to outlast that storm. This is Brown finding Correas. Now back to Lobo. Lobo sending one over the top. It will demand action from Doradus. Turan has the answer, but Alexandria United not done. Here's Lobo threading one through. Far too direct. Amir Grubb will collect. Now sent over. Luna doesn't like what he sees down the line, cuts it back. Now Juarez. It seemed to be on there for a moment. Doradus couldn't quite get themselves past the final pass, the final line of Alexandria United. United, of course, will go back to Vaca. Not in any rush. They've got the goal advantage and will force Doradus to step up and get out of position. There's Hernandez. Fortunate. Second ball went right to an Alexandria United man. Second chance for Hernandez. And here comes Adam Nabet, causing problems. Nabet, how has he won that one? Adam Nabet still going through the contact. And Doradus living dangerously will clear their lines, but that was not a moment they'll want to relive. Nabet made a tremendous solo effort, a solo run. This one sent forward. And Quincy Marshall sends it out at the expense of another throw. Will be a throw here. Sent to the top of the 18. Here's Manko finding Nabet. Nabet back to Wusu. And finally out for Correas. Correas will save it initially. And it's given as a throw going for Doradus. Must have taken a touch off someone in there. Here comes Doradus. Certainly a moment to be dealt with. Medrano was the player who made the late challenge. We'll have to see some sort of card, and the card is, of course, yellow. Take a look at this replay. Miguel Bermejo was the player who made things happen there. And it will be a chance for Doradus to engineer something around the Alexandria United 18. Chances have come at a premium for this Doradus side tonight, and perhaps they'll be able to bring up something from the training ground. They have Andrew Turan and Nathan Pazmino in the mix here. Welcome into the chat, all who are tuned in. Peter, Brian, Chris Estrada, David Franco, Random Aussie, watching all the way from Australia. Turan, as predicted, will send it short. Here's Pazmino. A good ball to the top of the 18. Begs for a finish. Oh, it was an acrobatic attempt. Still kept alive. Sent in, takes a bounce. Owusu on the first one. And Medrano will see out the second. It's going to be a throw on the near touch for Brendan Luna and Doradus. Sent in. Second bite of the apple for Luna. Sends it up. And Vaca happy to collect this one out of the air. Not a lot of pace nor direction for this one. And goalkeeper of Anthony Vaca's expertise will easily claim that 10 out of 10 times. Here comes Lobo. Finding a man. Alexandria United will keep it on the ground. The pressure is there. Vaca sprays it out to Medrano. It turns well upfield. Here comes Owusu. Now Correas. And forward. United were one pass away from potentially finding another way to goal. And it will be a throw. Turned upfield. Khalil Kloof looking to get in, has help, but United will make the necessary clearances. Hernandez sending it into the midfield. It's contested back at the feet of Owusu. Now Medrano, with a player on his back, goes down. The guilty party is Williams Lopez. Hernandez will send this up the pitch into a dangerous area. Second ball still in the mix. There's Owusu. Back from Hernandez to Vaca. Brown has a man on his back, showing good strength, Anthony Brown. Diaz now trying to get in the mix. It's sent to the feet of Williams Lopez. Ping pongs around, no dice for Doradus, and they will reset with another potential counterattack, or rather a build from the back. Here's Pazmino. Hasn't seen much of the ball today, or as much as we're used to seeing Pazmino, but he is certainly a key piece of this Doradus side. This one's well contested by Owusu. Bounced right into a danger area. Good turn from Juarez. And upfield, here comes Khalil Kloof. Ooh, not a good decision. Turning right into the feet of Owusu. For those paying attention, we have another match live on DMV Sports Media tonight over in Reston, Virginia. That is Los Toros hosting Esperion. It's all locked up at 1 apiece over in that match. Feel free to check back and forth between the two. We have no matches tomorrow, but over the weekend we have a whole host of matches across men's, women's, and all sorts of amateur, semi-professional leagues. UPSL, NPSL, WPSL, USL2, USLW, and more. This one's threaded through, demands clearance, and the clearance is what we will see. Adam Nabet was lurking and almost found his ticket into goal. Just an update, it is 2-1 over in that Los Toros versus Esperion match. The Toros have reclaimed the lead. If you're just tuning into this one, Alexandria United, of course, have the lead. Diaz is the goal scorer for Alexandria United. Here's Diaz sending it back to Lobo. United still looking for a window in. Lobo will pick it up, but there was an offside decision which preceded that one. Again, Diego Diaz is the goal scorer tonight for Alexandria United thus far. This one sent over by Amir Grubb. Quincy Marshall had a momentary lapse of concentration, and now United able to get bodies forward once again. Here's Medrano. Medrano sends it back, but takes a deflection. Well controlled by Menko. Here's Owusu. Now over to Lobo from Owusu. What can Lobo find? Feinting and drawing in defenders, trying to open up space. United will go for the killer blow now. Nabet with an audacious attempt out of the air. Can't connect on the first one, but it's still alive. Finally sent out. Quincy Marshall just mopping up his lines at the expense of a throw on the near side. Will be a throw on the near side. Medrano is the likely taker. Sent in, flicked on. And no clear possessor just yet. Diaz. We'll leave this one back. Here comes Hernandez. Not threading the needle well enough. It's Juarez inserting himself, doing enough. Finally getting the help of Williams Lopez. Oh, good challenge from Alexandria United. That was Adam Nabet, who did well, sent it back inside and drew the foul right inside Doradus territory. There's Pezmino finding Leo Sainz. Now sent in. Bermejo will try to thread the needle. Shot taken and well saved by Anthony Vaca. Khalil Kloof hit this one well and on the ground, but couldn't get it past Anthony Vaca with his left foot. 34th minute. Alexandria United still holding their advantage. This one should trickle all the way back to Amir Grubb. Sent over the top. Brown to the first one. The second one picked up by Juarez. Now Khalil Kloof. Well tackled by Hernandez. And it will be a throw. Looks like we'll see a switch here at the tail end of this first half. It's Doradus adding some offensive firepower. Mike Dornich steps on for Bermejo. There comes Juarez, looking for a window. Sends it to the top of the 18. United able to deal with the first effort. There's Juarez. Sending it back to Tanan. Marshall will carry. Doradus finding their way into this game. We'll send one over. Medrano not able to clear. Here comes Brendan Luna. Has the feet of a colleague there in the middle. Shot taken and shot scuffed wide. It was a good build-up action from Doradus. And Leo Sainz could not find a sighted goal from about 22. Anthony Vaca sends one up the field. First ball won by Juarez. Now sent to the corner. Could be an interesting moment. Dornich able to get there and sends it right into Philip Brown, who is well positioned to stop the service. Dornich will send it in now. Sent forward. It will trickle all the way out. United able to finally get up and out. Medrano will send it in. There's Hernandez. All the way back to Brown. And United predictably will keep this on the ground. Correa sending it back to Lobo. Let's find out what kind of pressure Doradus can mount. Will have to be an organized press if they want to go that route. This one's well flicked on by Manco. And Quincy sends it out. Still 2-1 over in the other match. Live on DMV Sports Media. Los Toros holding on to their lead. This is Manco sending it inside. Correas. Out to Lobo. Clever little flick, but comes to nothing, and now Pazmino will send it up to Williams Lopez. Lopez didn't get the first sequence just right, but used his physicality to win the ball back and keep possession for Doradus. Now sent up the field. Hernandez will play Vaca. Vaca electing to play this first time. Finds the feet of Owusu rather well. And right back to the goalkeeper. Now sent across. There's Juarez. Back to Marshall. Marshall has Terran. The good pressure there from Diaz. Now it is Khalil. Khalil trying to thread the needle. The Doradus man goes down. The guilty party is deemed to be Medrano, who has to be careful. Already on a card, and he's asking for a sub. Probably the right move tactically from a Alexandria United perspective. They really cannot afford to have Medrano picking up another caution. And as well as he's played, I think that would be the right move. Take a look at the replay. Wasn't the harshest foul we've ever seen, but Medrano certainly going right through the back of the Doradus man. Lined up over this one, it's Enzo Terran and Leo Sainz. Leandro Sainz for Doradus FC, set to take the kick. It's sent under the wall, Valka sends it away, and Alexandria United have outlasted this test. Cooper over to Manco. Manco has time and space. We'll send it forward for Diaz. Diaz waiting for more arrivals to the party. Here's the bet. Finding Diaz and back. Now Owusu, what can he find? There's Leo on the other team too. That's why. Yeah. There's Hernandez sending it back to Vaca. Ooh, clever skill. And Vaca taking a defender out of the play. Owusu stutters on this first touch, able to find his balance on the second. Now Brown to Lobo. And United playing a dangerous game. Sainz is there, still going. There's an open net, must finish, and it's a golazo for Williams Lopez. Lopez putting the team on his back and undoing this Alexandria United back line, who are the architect of their own demise in this one. And there's only so much that Anthony Vaca could do, exposed to the 1v1. 1-1 is the score. Take a look at this replay. And Alexandria United, as well as they've played, And as well as they've held this league, we'll be absolutely furious when they watch this one back. Conceding here in the 43rd minute. Those are the mistakes you can't make at the highest level. But there's still lots of time left to right the ship. And they have been a side that's showed they can play. Here comes Correas, rounding one man. Leo Correas scanning the field, sends one over the top, demands action. Great ball from Correas. Manco waiting for late arrivals, and will have a colleague. Here's Manco. United methodically trying to find options. Correa sends it back to the feet of Brown. Brown beckoning his players back. He needs someone to show and won't find the option he was looking for. This will be a throw on the far touchline for the benefit of Doradus. And onwards we play. Here's Marshall. Finding Pazmino and back. Turan winding up. Sends one forward. Lopez flicks it on. And United will play from the ground. Here comes Brown. Back to Lobo. Floated down the line. No recipient there for United. Doradus trying to play direct, but likewise not finding anyone on the end of it. Good challenge there from Correas, who has help. Sends it out to Nabet, and Lobo was streaking forward, wanted that return pass, but not able to get it. This was well turned upfield initially, and the foul will go for the benefit of Doradus. United Correa's shown the card. I didn't see that one. Let's take another look at the replay. Okay, there was a late challenge. After the first one, Correas went through the back of Juarez. Certainly a foul. And now down the line on the far side. There's Vaca, taking it out of the air. Good contest between the players. Ooh, Hernandez living dangerously. We'll send it back to his goalkeeper. And forward, Medrano not able to control that one. Here comes Milton Juarez, getting it off his feet, begs for a finish. And what a tackle there from Owen Lobo, saving the day for United. At the expense. Oh no, no corner kick. It's a goal kick to come. Took a touch off the Doradus man. Great intervention there from Lobo. Take a look at this ball. Milton Juarez able to get across. Thread the needle perfectly for Williams Lopez. And Lobo deserving a hero's congratulations after that goal-saving challenge. We're into stoppage time now for the end of this first half. Score is still level. Alexandria United finding the initial goal by Diego Diaz. Second goal, the follow-up goal, the equalizer came from Doradus by way of Williams Lopez. A solo effort undoing this United back line. This match living up to the hype. Very, very much a significant one. United right now outside of playoff positioning. They need a win today to put themselves up into one of the top 4 spots. Doradus comfortably seated in the 3rd spot. We'll want to keep that momentum. A loss tonight would not take them out of the 3rd spot, but certainly would make things much less clear as the season unfolds further. They'll want to leave no doubt, and 3 points tonight would all but secure them the 3 points, or excuse me, the 3rd spot. This one's sent forward, and that will be the halftime whistle. Alexandria United and Doradus locked up at 1 apiece. Thanks so much for joining us here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. We hope that you will drop a like on the video to help others find us in the algorithm and subscribe to the channel for more. We got lots of contests coming up. We're going to take our little break here, and we will see you back in a few minutes. Make sure to share this link with all your friends, and we'll see you back in just a moment here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to this Super Soccer League Thursday night action here at Thomas Jefferson High School Stadium in Alexandria, Virginia. Doradus FC and Alexandria United locked up in a 1-1 affair here. 45 minutes to sort this one out and find a winner or see if these sides will share points. It was Alexandria United who found the go-ahead goal first. Diego Diaz slotting one home early in the match. But Doradus at the end, the final 5 minutes, finding the response by way of Williams Lopez, almost finding another, but Owen Lobo made a fantastic challenge right in front of his own goal to keep the score level. Here is Lobo sending it across, trickles all the way through, and no recipients on the end. Still up for grabs. It's a coming together, and it's not called as a foul. Williams Lopez has his pocket picked by Owusu. Owusu sends it forward. Now to the feet of Correas. Correas sees something he likes, unable to find a bet. Second ball falls kindly for United. Still in the mix. Turan sends it away and forward. Here comes Dornic getting to the space. Mike Dornic, what can he find? Sends the ball to the top of the 18. Good turn from Steins. Back post. What a save from Anthony Vaca, and United breathe a huge sigh of relief. United will go back to the feet of Vaca, who switches the point of attack. Lobo has time and space to work now. Time and again, Anthony Vaca comes up big for this United side, and once again, he is called on to keep Doradus off the board, but United will want to find some pressure themselves. Right now, they are under it. This is Pazmino threading the needle. Lobo has to send it with Dornic on his back. Doradus getting the start that they were looking for here in this second half. It's a well-coached side. Coach Mo Onibudo and Coach Beckman commanding orders from the sides. This, in general, is a really well-coached match for United. They have Coach Beltran and Coach Simon Cargbo. So we will see who is the master tactician, who can make the necessary changes to win this match. The storyline's unfolding here. This is a half you'll want to watch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting excited just talking about it. Make sure to share this link with any friends you know who may want to tune in and join us. Too often we get caught in matches that turn into one-sided lopsides, and certainly I know better than most that those can end up not so exciting. Tonight, I think no matter what, we have two sides going head-to-head, very equally matched personnel, very equally matched coaching staffs, and it is a match of significance, no doubt. This one sent in by Vaca. Correas will send it back. Hernandez scans the field, sees something he likes. All the way upfield. Oh, this one somehow has trickled all the way through, but Turan back to Amir Grubb. Still on the ground for Luna. And forward. This is Pazmino sending it forward, getting the touch and winning the throw for Doradus right around midfield. Speaking of blowouts, in the other match, the score has escalated. 4-1 at last check for Los Toros. Could be more. But I anticipate we'll get some fans over from the Los Toros match. Any Los Toros or Esperion fans who have tuned in after tuning out of the other game, let us know you're here. This is Philip Brown carrying forward out of the back. Has Owusu. Clever little move from Brown. Now Owusu finding the outlet pass. Diaz sends it back. Now over to Nabet. Nabet with one in front. It's well sent away. Initially, Nabet will have the throw. It was Leonel Sanchez who made that tackle there for Doradus. United still on the ball, sent back to Correas. Correas has Lobo. Lobo showing off the skills. Sends a whipping ball across just over the head of Mike Manco at the backside, and Doradus will have this throw. Great idea there from Lobo to send that whipping ball from the end line. Just could not keep it down, could not find a recipient at the backside, and it will be a Doradus throw back there. Here comes Juarez. Sending it back for Terran. It's a good ball forward, but none of the Doradus attackers could take advantage. Now lumped straight down into the Doradus 18. And Diaz will not get there in time. Goal kick for Doradus. Oh, an unfortunate moment. There's an Alexandria United player down. It looks like Brown will not be able to continue. My thoughts and prayers for Philip Brown. I hope he's able to recover soon. He is back on his feet, so that's good to see. And perhaps it's not as bad as we initially thought. Philip Brown looks like he wants to continue, but Doradus, meanwhile, will bring on some substitutions. It's Farouk Adeyemi stepping on. And another player will step on as well. Good flick forward. Sent over the top. Aka smartly off his line, playing the sweeper-keeper role well. Sends it into the midfield, but second ball falls for Adeyemi. Dornich running into the high boot. It will be a throw for the benefit of Alexandria United. Final touch coming off of Dornich. And Lobo certainly feeling himself now, getting into this game. Well flicked on by Nabet. Mora is inserting himself. And we'll win it back to Ran. Back for Amir Grubb. Good term. There's Owusu running right into trouble. Dornich will recollect. Ping pong's back and forth. Sent up top. Manco chasing it down, not going to get there, but you got to appreciate the effort. Still in the mix. United have bodies forward. Sent out wide. Manco couldn't quite thread the needle. Now Diaz dropping deep to help out his side. Will go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Now Hernandez. Not the pass he had in mind. And Doradus can get forward now. The bet not releasing in time. Doradus can get forward. There's Quincy Marshall floating it up. Kind of a 50-50 ball. And one that Alexandria United will take with gratefulness. This one's still carried forward. Oh, miscommunication there. Lobo had a great eye, had a great run towards that. Now it's Dornich going the other way. Well tackled by Owusu. Owusu will settle this down. It's sent back for Lobo. Now into the midfield. Nabet sends it inside. Great ball, Diaz. He could be in. Getting inside of Tehran. Still going, taken down, and the foul is called. What a run. And it will be a penalty kick. What a run. Alexandria United, Diego Diaz putting the team on his back, going on a ride and taking Doradus with him. Here comes the penalty kick decision. Oh. Looks like it's Owusu to take for Alexandria United for the go-ahead goal. Amir Grubb stands between. The strike is taken. It sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and Owusu has scored the go-ahead goal for United. 2-1 is the scoreline here. Fantastic run from Diego Diaz to set up this goal. He scored the first one. He created the second. What a game thus far for Diego Diaz. Now Doradus, ball is in their court. We'll have to find their response. Looks like Adam Nabet will step off. And Jeremy Cooper will come on to provide some offensive firepower and fresh legs for United. Excuse me. Nabet will stay on. It's Mike Manco stepping off. So now Cooper will go up top. Adam Nabet will go out left. And we will see Diego Diaz going to the right side. Shaking it up a little bit, Alexandria United. Now, how will Doradus respond? They started the half really well. Weren't able to capitalize on their chances. And now they're up against it. This one sent down the line. Well contested initially by Lopez. By the way, who is number 10 for Doradus? I'm forgetting the name. He's not on the... His name got cut off by the roster. Let me know in the chat. I feel like I know who that is, but in any case, help me out. Someone in the chat. '60th minute, Alexandria United sending one down on the far side. Cooper getting a foot to it. Trickles through. Adiemi unable to get it off in time. Lobo slaloming through defenders. Owen Lobo showing what he brings to the table and sending one over the top. Great ball in the direction of Cooper, but Doradus have sorted it out. Quincy Marshall. Now down the line. A well-timed challenge by Luna to take this over the far touch. Juarez making a good challenge. Here comes Farouk Ariami. Now out wide. Turan. We'll send one forward. Trickles past everyone and all the way to the waiting feet of Anthony Vaca. Takes some more valuable time off the clock. Sends one over to the far side. Here comes United. Hugging the far touch. Great challenge initially. And Hernandez will have to reset this one. It's lumped upfield. Luna wins the first. Second one taken down by Milton Juarez. Not controlled initially. Lopez will give away the foul. Vaca sends one to the far side. Good control. Still going. Diaz. That was incredible control. Body control, ball control, and physicality. Now, it's a contest won by Andrew Turan. He has Willie Lopez. Lopez will come inside. Doradus looking downfield. Lopez gives chase. Can he keep this alive? He does. Lopez squaring it, begs for a finish. The shot is blocked. How has that not gone in? Dornich reclaiming the second ball. What a fantastic effort from Lopez to find Dornich. Dornich blocked by a heroic back line of United. And now Doradus will find another way towards goal. It's the calm before the storm. Doradus finding the overlapping run. It's sent in low. United clear the first ball. Luna on the second, takes a deep strike, and that one goes innocuously wide. An audacious effort from distance, not a high probability chance. One that Doradus felt was worth taking. I misspoke prior. Doradus did not fall to Virginia Dream last week. They defeated Esperion 2-1. I'm just remembering, I was recapping the games from last week. Lobo will look down the line. It's flicked over Doradus' back line. Quincy Marshall sends it back. Grubb quickly off his line. Comes Marshall. Nosa. And Turan. Here's Jim Hingenosa. Dornich doing enough to keep this in the mix. There's Lopez. He has been a fire starter. That's a misstep from Hingenosa. United. We'll make a switch here in the 66th minute. Chris Andrade, the youngster. Good turn. Andrade is looking to get in the mix early and often. Here comes Cooper, but Pesmino is there to make the challenge. Second ball falls kindly for Owusu. Now bounced out wide. Lobo threading the needle. Fantastic ball. And somehow goes begging. Cooper was there. Couldn't get the necessary touch on it. And Doradus will carry forward. Here comes Milton Juarez finding his man, Farouk Adeyemi. Now Dornich, flag stays down. Dornich lofts it in, begs for a finish. No finish forthcoming. Second ball sent in by Pesmino. It takes a block and falls right into the waiting grasp of Owusu. Quincy Marshall does enough to send this out of danger. Here comes Hingenosa. Withstanding the challenge from Diaz. Flicked on. And Lobo. Find his colleague. Forward again. Good turn from Cooper. Andrades out to Lobo. Lobo wants to get to the end line. Showing off the feet. Finds a window. Tremendous looking ball, but no recipients on the end back there. Goal kick to come. And here we go. This is floated into the midfield. Dornich does enough. There's Farouk Adeyemi cutting inside. Floating one forward. It's sent straight up in the air. Lobo will flick the second one. Gomez. Good turn. It runs out of real estate. It looks like it's going to be a set piece for Doradus. And Pesmino will take. This one sent to the top of the 18. Goalkeeper stays on his line. It's still in the mix. Johns does enough to get it forward. Now Owusu helping get it out. Good body fake by Diaz. Sends it down the line. United almost in, but a good defensive clearance by Doradus goalkeeper Amir Grubb. This one's sent in. Fantastic ball, but Amir Grubb gets down, makes the save. There's Milton Juarez. Sending it out to Lopez. Lopez has a throw. It's 20 minutes left to play. Doradus still trying to find the equalizer as United have gone ahead With the penalty kick here in the second half, United will want to hold on to this lead. They squandered one in the first half, but they'll have a second chance to defend the lead. Certainly an extra goal would be great, but in any case, won't want to expose themselves. This one's smartly sent back to Philip Brown. Now Hernandez floating one forward. Good turn from Milton Juarez. Milton Juarez still contesting. The foul is called. Good advantage played, but we'll come back to the initial foul. And good central area for a Doradus kick. Take a look at the replay. Certainly a moment Doradus will want to make count. It's Farouk Adeyemi, Andrew Turan, and Pazmino standing over this one. Welcome, Mr. AG. Welcome, Kevin Kanashiro. And welcome, Tori, into the chat. Here comes the strike from Farouk. Just wide of goal. This one had Vaca at full stretch, but in any case, just sails wide. Goal kick to come, but what a hit from Farouk Adeyemi. There's another look at that one. United looking to play quickly. We'll send it down the far side, and now a throw for Doradus. An offside decision. Ball sent over the top. Amir Grubb goes a little bit beyond the line to the ball, but seemed to have that one firmly under control. Amir Grubb will send it over to Turan. Turan floating one across midfield. It's well flicked on. This could be trouble for United. Dornic working inside, must take the shot on, but Vaca covers it well. Good defending and well covered and smothered by United's goalkeeper. This one sent down the line. The counterattack could very much be on. Plenty of time and space to work into. There's Lobo. Now sent through the middle, far too direct. Amir Grubb will gobble that up all day long. And here comes Doradus on the counter. Pazmino has options. Will play his Nosa. Now floated down the line. This one trickles right into the 18. Vaca will take time off the clock, and why not? They've got the goal advantage. And of course, drawing a player in will open up even more space on this field. Marshall sends it out to Jnosa. There's Jnosa looking over the top. Goalkeeper is there. And will smartly just send this one out. Could have maybe waited to see this one come into the 18, but why take the risk? With the goal advantage, that's a smart decision from the goalkeeper. Just to clear the lines and live to fight another day. Bembarek will get high. Sent to the 18. Flicked up, Juarez could be in, takes it over the goalkeeper, and Milton Juarez has scored a fantastic golazo. Look at that ball control, Milton Juarez making it look easy and stunning the United back line, who have played so well, but now it is back to square one, back to level here in this match. Take a look at the replay. Well, I guess not. Sorry about that. It doesn't want me to play replays. But in any case, 2-2 is the score. Just glad the stream didn't crash. 2-2 is the score. What a goal it was. From Milton Juarez, making a contest for a potential goal of the week. It's Brown and Williams Lopez getting tied up. Will be a caution, a yellow card given for Brown. Take a look at the replay. Good decision. Just a yellow, no red. There was coverage from Hernandez, but Phil Brown certainly felt that was a foul he had to make. Here comes Besmino, lofting one to the top of the 18. Bemberic will try to find a way to get one in. Here comes Dornich. Still on the ball, Mike Dornich. Streaking to the end line. And forward, this one travels out off of the foot of Juarez. Joshua Leva steps in. Here comes Leva, sending one through. Great pass. Williams Lopez goes down, but not going to get the foul. Probably a wise decision. It did seem like there was a little bit of extra flop on the end. I'll have to look at the replay. But onwards we play. Leva winning the throw. There's another look at that no penalty kick decision. Yeah, that's just good shoulder-to-shoulder defending from Brown. Never a pen. Oh, lovely skill there. Farouk Adeyemi gets the foul, and a yellow card is given. A caution for Owusu. I'll take another look at this one. Fantastic skill from Farouk Adeyemi. That piece in a central area. Williams Lopez is the one standing over it with Andrew Turan. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is a level affair. Doradus, they found the equalizer just a few moments ago. Can they find the go-ahead goal? It's Williams Lopez standing over it, hits it on the ground, easily scooped up by Vaca. Never any trouble. And now United looking to find a counter. It's sent to the feet of Jeremy Cooper. Ooh, that's a very late challenge from Williams Lopez. Has to be careful. And now sent to the end line, and it's just outside the range. And it will be a yellow card. It's a caution given for the late challenge from Lopez. And Owusu is off on cause Sergio Rodriguez, the veteran leader, trying to make an impact here today in the squad. Excuse me, that's Sebastian Pracio. Pracio is in for United. This one's flicked up in the air. Good battle. Sebastian gets a foot to it. And it will be a foul going against Doradus. Dornish deemed to be the guilty party. And this will not be a yellow card because there wasn't an appropriate time or space given to Doradus to get out of the area. If players are making an honest effort to get out of the way, you can't just kick it into them. This is Gomez sending it back. And certainly a foul. Farouk Adeyemi, the guilty party, and a caution for Adeyemi. John De Jesus was the one who engineered that. Here comes the delivery into a good area. Grubb punches. And the offside is given. Good, strong goalkeeping from Grubb to get into the mix and put a punch in. The offside flag negates any would-be gains for Doradus. Grubb will send it in. Shouts for offside, not given. Doradus still trying to play out. Doradus living by a knife's edge. Cooper sends it forward, and Alexandria United almost able to punish Doradus. Grubb will send this one straight upfield. It's not well controlled initially. Gomez taking some liberties with this one. We'll have a throw, but much closer to midfield. Great turn there from Andrades, but forgot the ball. Juarez will dispossess. This one deflected and back at the feet of United. We'll go out wide for De Jesus. John De Jesus running out of real estate and giving his team time to reconsider options. Good turn upfield. Cooper battling well with Juarez. Lovely skill. Juarez showing his class. We'll send it into the corner. And it's just outside the range of the Doradus man. Leva. And there is going to be a foul. It's going against Sander Gomez. It's a set piece for Pesmino and company. Here comes the delivery, sent into a good area. Goalkeeper comes off his line, and great claim from Anthony Vaca, who will start the counterattack Oh, well, that could have been the moment for Alexandria United to get forward. Catching out Doradus, exposed on the counter. Here comes DeJesus, working down that far touch. Walking the tightrope. Great body control from DeJesus. Has Aprecio taking the shot from distance, and Grubb will collect. This match heating up. We're getting closer and closer to the final 5 minutes. Here's Higinosa lofting it forward. Brown will mop up. It's another moment for Doradus to mop up. Sent forward by Pazmino. Now Brown will play as goalkeeper. Now out wide. DeJesus collecting the foul. Lobo sending it in. Great ball from Lobo. Diaz trying to sort his feet out. Has Gomez. Gomez sent across. Jesus sends it across. Gomez looking for pay dirt. Has Diaz. Diaz deemed to be in an offside position. But United getting closer and closer. That was a better looking sequence of passing. Clever little move from Gomez. It was deemed to be in an offside position. Here come Doradus. Playing out, but immediately Gomez inserting himself into the mix. And it will be a goal kick for Doradus. Right now, United with their body language, they seem to be the team that very much want to find their way back into this game. This is floated to the midfield. Now taken out of the air. No foul called. United have DeJesus. Now sent into the space for Lobo to run into. Can he get there? Not even Lobo. Fast enough to get to that one. Bembarek will try to start something for Doradus. And sent up top for Dornich. And DeJesus will win the throw. This one goes to the goalkeeper. Baca spraying it in the direction of Gomez. Second ball falls kindly for United. Still in the mix. Now sent forward. It's Sander Gomez, deemed to be in an offside position. Let's take a look back at this. We should have the angle to review. Yep, that looks offside. We're not right on the line, but it does look like that was offside just and only just. It lingered a little bit behind that Doradus line. It's a good contest. Milton Juarez losing out on this battle. Here comes Andrades. Has Cooper. Cooper will hold this one up, tagging in Lobo. It still continues into the mix. Amir Grubb smartly off his line. A bouncing ball, well connected with Dornich. Dornich recollecting his feet, but running into trouble. It's Alex for Andrades. Now Aguilar. The shot well saved at the near post by Amir Grubb. A corner kick to follow for United. Jeffrey Torres almost finding the go-ahead goal. were it not for Amir Grubb getting down low at his near post. 90th minute, it's now or never for United. Sending bodies into the box. They'll have John De Jesus to deliver. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a moment to pay attention to, a moment to watch. It looks like there is a player down for Doradus, requiring some attention. Mike Dornich. Well, after this brief respite, both sides will have to collect themselves. We're into stoppage time. John De Jesus with the low delivery in the direction of Gomez. Didn't really have enough height. The second effort sent down the line. There's Torres. Now Alex down the line. Return pass is a good one. And Hijinosa did enough to make this challenge and send it away. From Alex. And it will be another corner kick. Take a look at the replay. It's a hard challenge, but a fair one. It's sent in on the ground. United get the second ball. It's sent in, and it's a golazo at the death. What a goal. What a finish. The score is 3-2 here in the 92nd minute. It's Jeffrey Torres willing his side. Or is it? Who is the goal scorer? It doesn't matter. United have their goal. It looks like it's Hernandez scoring the go-ahead goal, 3-2. Take a look at this replay. Let's see who put it past on the final effort. Two minutes more of stoppage. Did not see who put it through, but right now we got game to follow. Doradus looking for the equalizer. They still have perhaps a minute and change. Sebastian Aparicio taking it over the near touch. Bemberek will take. This one's sent back all the way to Tehran. United, they have space. They have a potential counterattack. Unable to thread the needle. Tehran is there, sends it right back down. And Lobo able to get it away partially. Still in the mix. It's taken down by Pazmino. Lobo on the second ball has help. Here comes Lobo. No need to attack goal. They have the goal advantage. Lobo will be wise to take it to the corner and instead shows off the skill. Gets inside. Lobo still going. Taking the strike. There's shouts for a foul, and there may be a case to be made there, but instead we will play on. Doradus, they need to get vertical, and they need to get vertical quick. It's Jim Hijinosa switching the point of attack. Tehran puts his foot through this one and finds a man up top. Philip Brown puts it straight up in the air. A lot of physicality there. Onwards we play. And it is mopped up. There was an offside somewhere in the mix, so we will come back for the set piece. It's a handball going against United, setting up in quite a final few moments here today. Doradus will send their bodies forward with one final chance, a set piece from about 35, 37 yards out. It looks like Farouk Adeyemi standing over this one. And we'll deliver. Here's the set piece delivery. It's a good one on a line to the backside. Banks for a finish, and what a save. Anthony Vaca coming up big with the safe hands with this screamer of a header, and that will take Alexandria United over the finish line. The man of the match, Anthony Vaca, holding on to that ball still. Fantastic service, fantastic match. Thanks for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. That is all she wrote here at Thomas Jefferson High School Stadium here on this lovely Thursday night for footy action. United have held on to their third lead of the night. They led 1-0, they led 2-1, and finally they hold on for the 3-2 advantage. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Both things will help more people find us in the algorithm. What a service this was. Bambarek put his head behind it, had a great deal of power behind this, but could not find a way past Anthony Vaca. And that is all she wrote. United improved their playoff positioning. Doradus still in third. Will need to continue to find points as we head into the tail end of the season. They have not secured the third spot. Thanks so much again. This is Noah Walker signing off. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian Aparicio was the goal scorer. Had to come back for that. Sorry, I know I've just missed everyone from class, but had to give credit where credit is due. Sebastian Aparicio, the goal scorer, and Anthony Vaca, the man of the match, locking down the goal, securing with hands that final one. Diego Diaz deserves an honorable mention for his performance tonight. A fantastic goal and creation of a second one. Really an all-around team performance for United, and they are a team very much in form. I finally am, for real, going to sign out, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in.